What's up, Band 5 Panthers? We are here outside of Mr. Haverty's room, and we are going to learn about what these do to help us know more about the solar eclipse. So, Mr. Haverty, what's the big deal about the solar eclipse?
Well, the biggest deal is that they don't happen very often. Because Moon orbits the Earth on a 5-degree plane, different from how we orbit the Sun, these happen very rarely. The last one was in 1979, next one in 2024.
Thank you, Mr. Haverty, for telling us what's the big deal about the solar eclipse.
You're welcome, Anfi.
All right, I'm Coach Kuhn out here with boys golf. This is our second match of the year. We've got our one senior, DJ Giffney, out here. So far, so good.
I play golf because it's a sport that you can play when you're older, and you can keep on playing it after you're 50 and 60 with your friends, and it never stops as long as you can. As long as you're alive, you can still be playing golf. That's why I still play. I started my freshman year, and I think I have improved. I think I did. My favorite part about playing is the atmosphere on the golf course, and just I like it. I think just driving the ball, that's the funnest thing. Well, it's like it's your tee off. It's off the tee, and it's pretty much the hardest ball and farthest ball you can hit. That's what the funnest part is.
Looking forward to a fun year. If you're interested in playing boys golf, it's a lifelong sport. Come talk to me in room 306 and we can get you going.
What's one piece of advice you wish you got your freshman year?
Stay organized. Like if you don't, that's bad. 2, do all your work.
Don't stress out too much.
Open house is a great opportunity for me to meet some of the families of my students, get to know them a little bit better, and gives me an opportunity to get in contact with them right away at the beginning of the year, especially if parents have any sort of concerns about their students or in general. They get to tell me right away instead of waiting too long for me to find out. My favorite part about open house is just getting to meet some of the families. Amphi has a lot of really interesting students, a lot of great students, and I know that a lot of times it has to do with their families and the people that they live with, and a lot of times they're just as interesting. So getting to meet some really amazing families that really care about their students is great every year.
The Scholarship Bulletin is something that's put out every month or 3 weeks or so, and usually seniors look at it. It's a really great place to find updated scholarships, locations where they can go online and apply for them, and then like eligibility requirements. So when they look at the Scholarship Bulletin, which you can find on the school webpage, you'll see things like who it's open to. Is it open to freshmen, sophomores, juniors, or seniors? You'll see eligibility requirements, who can apply for it, what they're looking for. You'll see a website where you can find more information about it. You'll see upcoming due dates, like what's the deadline for their application, things like that. Oh, there's a lot of great scholarships out there. Some of the best ways to get full ride scholarships are honestly doing exactly what you think you should do. Get the best grades you can, all A's. Take your ACT and ACT tests early so that you can, improve your scores. If you take it once and you want to redo it, you still have time to take it again. Do extracurriculars, join clubs, join sports. Keep a resume. Keep an online resume or portfolio where you have a list of like all the community service things you've done, all the volunteer opportunities you've been a part of, because all those things are going to be asked for when you fill out college applications. So the big due dates coming up are for the SAT and the ACT. The SAT due date is September 8th, so we're talking a week from today. That's the deadline for signing up for the next available SAT. The ACT deadline is September 22nd, which is just at the end of the month. And so those are dates you definitely want to know about because you want to jump in on those early testing dates. And for a lot of people who don't have the ability to pay for the SAT or ACT, there are waivers available through the school. What you need to do is you just need to make an appointment with your counselor.
As you may have noticed when you came onto campus this morning, we kicked off Attendance Awareness Month. with a welcome right at the Loop and at the Breezeway from our wonderful band and our teachers. So here we are. Attendance Awareness Month is the entire month of September. So just a quick reminder about attendance. Chronic attendance is defined as missing 10% or more of school days, and as surprising as it may sound, 10% of school equates to just 2 days per month. So, really focusing on getting to school the majority of the time with less than 2 absences per month is the goal. We also have some water bottles, some jackets, and some backpacks to give away, so additional prizes there. So remember, attend today and achieve tomorrow.
Senior David Watson is a football player for your defending Gila Region champion Amphi Panthers.
I'm really excited to do it. It's kind of been my goal since I was a little kid, so I'm just really looking forward to it. Well, we're really young, so it's kind of hard to ask a lot of these freshmen who are playing to kind of step up and play with these 18-year-olds and when they're 14. So it's a pretty big difference in age and maturity. So you just kind of have to ask for 100% effort out of most of the kids. Yeah, I think I have even more to prove with this season. I have to kind of live up to the expectations that have been given me for the preseason and build off of last year and just improve. I started out with baseball, but I came across football and I just learned that I love to hit people, and that was a sport where it was legal for me to do that, so kind of stuck with that. Well, we had a big loss against Choya last week, but we can definitely improve off of that and get way better. Just to give every single play 100%, not take any plays off.
All right, thank you.
Good morning, Panthers. Today, Student Council is hosting a blackout event after school at the boys' first home football game against Floyding Wells. Make sure you wear black and you follow dress code, and make sure that you have your IDs with you, and admissions will be $1 at the gate.
Hello students, if you would please open up your student handbook, which is the green handbook that you received today, not to be confused with your code of conduct, to page 8. I'd like to talk to you about attendance policies. Please read the sections titled Absence Limitations and Absences Excused to learn more about chronic absenteeism and how absences become excused. Now turn to page 12 and review the sections on cellular phones and identification cards. Please notice that both of these areas include our A-list expectations. Now turn to page 14 and notice the information under student vehicles Please note that only cars with a valid Amphi High School permit are allowed to park in the parking lot during the school day. On page 15, you will see reference to our dress code. It's important that you read through that very thoroughly, but I'd like to notice that we expect our students to be wearing appropriate clothing each and every day, appropriate amounts of clothing, and pay special attention to straps, tummies, and tushies. And remember that bandanas and other gang-related accessories are not acceptable on campus. Skip ahead a few pages to page 19 and let's look over some information on health services. Specifically, I'd like for you to look over the area titled Medications. You should be able to answer the question of how you can access over-the-counter or prescription medication that is brought onto campus appropriately. Thank you for spending a few minutes looking through the student handbook with me. The remainder of the book is a resource for you. You'll find information about athletics as well as information to be used in the classroom such as Cornell notes and marking the text strategies. There's a bell schedule which outlines our early out days as well as important testing days throughout the school year.